non-binary folks, thank you so much. For those of you who came back after our first series of the evening, then thanks for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. For those of you who are just joining, then welcome, welcome. My name is Jinxie Cat again. Like I said, I will be your host this evening. We have a wonderful match for our Div B West series, Cosmos Redshift versus Phoenix Rising Emerald. It's a Phoenix Rising fun-filled evening tonight. So without further ado, I'm sure you guys are wondering about the maps, where we're headed, where we're definitely not going, and what happens next. Well, don't worry, friends. I got you as we head on over to that game number 1 map screen. You can take a look here and see that Cosmos Redshift banned out Cursed Hollow and Volskaya Foundry. Phoenix Rising Emerald got rid of Brax's Holdout and Dragonshire. Our first map of the evening was picked by Cosmos. They are taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. They actually won the coin flip and opted for first pick. So, or excuse me, they opted for map pick. So first pick, of course, going over to Phoenix Rising. And this is going to be such an eyesore, such a problem for me. I apologize with having Cosmos Redshift being the blue team. I am going to let them know that we are ready. And without further ado, we should be able to get into the series. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening. And to everybody who stopped by, everybody who stuck by, then I appreciate you very much. We had a really fun Division A West game to start. And now we are getting ready. We're just waiting on one player who's having a little bit of technical difficulty. And then we'll be all rip snorting ready to go. Before we get started, seeing as we're just going to wait for them, I'm going to go ahead and bring it back over to me just for a second. Hello, friends. It's me. So, before we get started, again, just a big thank you to everybody who followed before we were on screen. So, MKans, thank you very much. Delilah, no, NYC, I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you. Zekro Send, thank you for the follow. And then once again, Linehouse, thank you for that subscription earlier today. We're just waiting on one, and then we should be all ready to go. How are you guys? You having a good evening? I hope you are. I finally learned how to work out predictions today, so some of those will be coming for the draft, which I am super excited for. He said Silver Jackal's just finishing up his preparatory breathing exercises before they get started, and what that means, it's just a lot of like into the microphone. So our map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen first and foremost. We actually, just saw Tomb of the Spider Queen very, very first map, game number 1. So all the Phoenixes on the Spider Queen here today. Hopefully it's a little bit smoother than our first series. If you weren't here for that, we actually did end up having. Excuse me, I tried to get some dinner in that 30 minutes, and it is it's trying to fight me right now, so my apologies. But we got a lot of DCs in our first game. We're crossing our fingers, hoping that we definitely don't get those again as we get started. They're all laughing about me in chat. So we'll be ready to go here in just a moment. 3 words, high colonic mishap, that's all I'm saying. We've had some really nice teams tonight, and that's what I like. I was talking about the teams earlier today, and it's always so nice when you get in with a team, and you're like, hey guys, like how's it going? And they're like, oh, hi Jinxie, how are you? You know, it's really awesome to be to be hanging out, and thanks so much for casting, versus, you get in and one team is like, hey, what's up? And then the other guy's like, can we just hurry up and get on with this? Like, me and my team still haven't prepped. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Like, I hope y'all lose. I'm not going to say that during the cast, but, like, in my heart. But, no, everybody has been really cool and really nice today. So, no bias casting here from me. We're just waiting on Silver Jackal, and then we'll be all set and ready to go. Do we have any representatives for the Lich King? PJ Red Koala, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful time. as we're just about to, I feel like I keep saying we're just about to get started, but I feel like I have to remind everybody anytime there's any kind of like technical difficulty, I feel like in the chat, I'm sure everybody 100% understands, but like with our DCs early, I was like, sorry guys, they're typing to me. You know. Sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. But whenever like we're not instantly ready to go, sweet nothings. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Uh, whenever, you know, just anything bad happens, I'm like, I'm sorry, chat. Like, I know it's my fault. I'm the reason the internet is dead. I'm the reason that the things aren't working. Like Blessed, I hope you can forgive me, and we'll come back to follow me. Pacos Nova, thank you, or Pacos Nova. Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please correct me in chat. Thank you for the follow. Alrighty, Silver Jackal is back, and we should be ready to go here in just a second. So, I always love when the teams come out and cheer for their friends. So, if you're here supporting any of your friends, then please let me know. I love it when teams come and just, you know, cheer. And even if they trash talk a little bit, as long as it's like silly, polite trash talk, you know, someone's like, oh, your team sucks so bad they could only draft meta heroes because, you know, that's how bad they suck. They can't pick Galaxy Brain memes like us, as opposed to those people who are just like, your team stinks and you should feel bad, you know. Death on your mom's dog. It's just not nice. So if you're representing a team, please let me know because I love that. I'm sure you guys did just hear that sound means we are ready to get into Tomb of the Spider Queen. So without further ado, I will stop my rambling and we can get started. I'm also going to start my predictions. Who will win game one? Will it be Cosmos? I can type. I am very good at typing. Redshift, or will it be Phoenix Rising Emerald? As instantly, right out the gate, Diablo is going to be banned away. So there's your prediction. You can go ahead and vote on that. I try to make sure that I am fast enough to get all of our pop-ups loaded in. So, members of Phoenix Rising have opted to ban out Diablo. Tychus gonna be the next ban here. Makes sense. Get rid of Tychus. Even though, you know, usually you ban Tychus when you want to pick the Diablo. They just don't want to deal with it today. Their tank player would like to play the game. So, Tychus, get him out of here. Alrighty, and immediately right out the gate, 390 going over to Cosmos Redshift. This is the hour of the Scourge. Well, that, thank you very much for subscribing at Tier 1 for 7 months in a row. Welcome back to the Undead Army, friend. So we're going to see that, to no one's surprise, Hogger is going to be banned out now by Phoenix Rising Emerald, leaving just one more ban before we get into the meat and potatoes of this game, the draft. So many games won and lost by the draft. It looks like Lucio is going to be the final hero banned away by Cosmos. Once again, first pick going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald. As you can see, what are they opting to get rid of here? I don't know why I said get rid of. I just realized it was, it's, you know, they're picking up. But the first pick is going to be Johanna. Makes a lot of sense. She is absolutely insane on this map. One of the best wave clearing tank in the game currently. Now we're going to see Ghost picking up that Diva. Diva, another really strong hero on the map. She is so hard to gank, and she's really hard to poke out from interrupting that bottom lane. Silver Jackal going to be picked up on that Tassadar. Now, I've casted Cosmos a couple of times, and I know ever since that rework that Silver Jackal has been playing, that Taz does a pretty good stinking job, if I do say so myself, on it. So, going to grab that boy there. Go ahead and update this. Oh, Johanna. the rest of the team decides here. We're going to see Raynor coming out, and then Uther for Delilah. So a couple of different ways this can play out. Most likely going to be the healer, but we will have to wait and see. All right, Ghost on the Diva. Tassadar will be played by Silver Jackal. There we go. I know my heroes. Kael'thasud going to be the next ban. And you can tell a lot of respect coming out here for the members of the team. So they've done their research. They know what to deal with. So just going to go ahead and get rid of that Kael'thasud here. The lanes are kind of wide on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but not wide enough for those chains. They extend all the way from base to Narnia. Nobody wants to deal with that. So get him out of here. Garrosh going to be the next ban. Makes a lot of sense. Nobody wants to deal with him either. Being thrown into the enemy team feels so bad because you have no one to blame but yourself. So, yeah, getting rid of that Garrosh. May will be picked up by Cankill. And who do we have next? Sylvanas coming out for Kurama. Getting rid of the, or picking up the Banshee Queen. I have bans on the mine. I feel like my team always bans Sylvanas. She's a strong ban. So just thinking about, you know, how you don't want to play against Sylvanas because she's pretty gosh darn strong on the map. So Kurama on that Sylv. Last hero over. Going to US maps and S3X Panda. They are going to opt to get Kael'thas and Deathwing, and I like this. I think this is a solid pick. We talked about this a little bit in our last game, but for those of you who don't know, Deathwing is not affected by Sylvanas' percentage at level 1, so makes a lot of sense to see them pick up the Deathwing, as the DPS has already been locked in for the side of Cosmos. Now, Tassadar still gets percentage damage at 16, and it's still really chunk. So, definitely still a way to deal with this, but seeing as a support was the last thing that was needed, makes sense to go ahead and grab that Deathwing here. Deckard going to be the last pick here for Odd Thought as we come to the thrilling conclusion of our support. And, you know, it looks like our prediction has closed. If you weren't able to get in on that, then I apologize, friends. But, you know, as we head over here, who do you think won the draft? Let me know if you think one draft is stronger than the other. I always like to see what the chat is thinking as we hop in for game number 1 of our best of 3 series. So, looking at this, I might have to give it to Cosmos just because they have the portrait synergy going on right now. I know you guys can't see it, but all of their portraits are the same. So that always adds to the team morale. You know, and morale is 50% of the game. So looking through here, I really like the Uther pickup though. It is going to be a support. Uther will be able to stand out that Tassadar as their, you know, Tassadar has to stand around a lot for their abilities, so makes sense. Uther can get a lot of value with that point-and-click stun. Without my rambling, though, let's go ahead and get into our game over here on the left-hand side. We have Cosmos Redshift on the blue team. Odd Thought is going to be your Deckard. Cankill on the May. Silver Jackal will be your Tassadar. Ghost is your Diva. And Kurama will be your Sylvanas. And then rocking the red health bars on the right-hand side, it's going to be US maps on the Kael'thas. Delilah on the Uther. Paco's Taco will be your Raynor. Corrosive is going to be your Johanna. And then, of course, last but not least, Deathwing will be played by S3X Panda, who's actually currently in the sky right now. Big stunts coming out. Lots of team fight breaking out here in B West tonight. US Maps is going to be the first to go down. Ghost jumps in that wall, really zoning him away from being able to get out to safety. We'll take a look, and thankfully for the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald, it's not going to be convection, so they have nothing to worry about. Just a little bit behind on the wave clear here for Phoenix Rising Emerald. Uther has gone the more supporty build, opting to go for that silver touch at level 1. Everything looking fairly standard here as we look at our quests coming in for the teams. We do have the Mana Addict from Kale Foss. We've got the Shock Static Charge from Tassadar there, trying to build up that Shock Ray. And just a little bit of fighting between the tanks here coming out. Can Kill going the aggressive way, trying to zone for this team. Is going to get a little bit of a bopping and a living bomb, but does not spread that to their friends or the minions. The Blizzard really paying dividends to help clear. And since he has landed in the bottom, why don't we take a look at our coolest and most attractive players. It's S3X Panda and Ghost. They are our off lanes. They sacrifice screen time so we can have XP, and that's why we appreciate them. Remember, guys, always take an offlaner near you as we head back over to the action. The exciting action on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's picking up the gems, featuring both the teams. Look at them go mid, and now they're going to head top. And then I wonder what they're going to do next. Maybe they'll head mid. But in all actuality, it's all about getting those spider butts, getting those gems to come back in here. Corrosive looking for a little bit more of an aggressive play here. They're going to find that gravity lapse onto Silver Jackal, but the stun comes out, really zoning off Can Kill there. Zoning off Corrosive and Delilah there, not wanting to get caught in the Blizzard. Meanwhile, that we did see that Bruiser Camp get picked up by the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. So that has to be cleared with as it does a little bit of chunk damage. It is going to stall out this top minion wave. You can see already a couple of minions have gone down, so that will be some soak mist in the top lane. In the bottom, though, we saw Raynor peel off to date grab this bottom camp. Nobody thought to check for it, and that does mean that this will go over. Ghost is clearing it out to the best of their ability, but you can see they're struggling a little bit into Deathwing. Neither one of these heroes have any mana, so that is going to be at least a slight, you know, this or that way for them. But Deathwing just deals so much damage. It's a really difficult core D.Va currently. We'll see if that changes as they continue to scale. Looks like the other camp was picked up by Cosmos, grabbing their own knights here. And experience is relatively even, as now you can see Phoenix Rising will have to clear out that camp as well. They're going to get the stun onto Can Kill, but Mei is so difficult to kill in the early game unless you have layers and layers of CC. So Mei not going to go down quite yet. Everyone, once again, is just looking to soak out here. If an offlaner is near me, then they are not offlaning. That's a fair point. You can make a bad joke for your $5. Looks like S3X Panda is going to be in a little bit of trouble. In fact, they startled them so bad that Cataclysm is going to come out to prevent any sort of harm from coming to Deathwing. Down here in the bottom lane, Red Web Weavers have been turned in. Great sneaky play by the side of Phoenix Rising Emerald. We're going to look to push with this first web wave. Get the stun out. Karama taking quite a bit of damage. More stun stuck in the middle of that flame strike, and it will be Sylvanas going down first. Karama not able to escape there. Electric fence coming out from Silver Jackal, has to back away. They do have the living bomb. Do not want to spread it. Level 7 here for both teams. We're going for a fairly standard Sylvanas build. Festering Wounds at level 7, so using the Banshee a little bit more aggressively can result in going down, as we just saw. Electric fence, though, really punishing that Web Weaver. It's very, very low. In fact, we should only see this wall go down here. If that, we've got one more death wave coming out, so one tower will fall before Webby finally goes down as well. And now moving down to this mid lane, everybody's poking around, harassing. Another wall will fall down, and you know what, in honor of my friend Linehouse, this Weave Weaver is going to not get much else. They managed to grab the fountain, which is a pretty solid pickup for those first Weebies. Down in the bottom, looks like Ghost was able to clean out this bottom Weave Weaver fairly defensively, not getting too much damage in this bottom lane. Of course, it was just Deathwing, and then him pushing in can be a little bit difficult, as the fact he's a big old boy, he moves slow, and D.Va will just get some free clear. Delilah is going to go down. Great use of that force wall from Tassadar, able to find him in just a chunk. It's so hard, even for Uther with his small hitbox, to squeeze through an area like that. Now we're going to see the upper advantage go over to the side of Cosmos Redshift. They're going to pick up these Web Weavers, and we'll see if they can't push in further, see if they can get a little bit more value, a little bit less. It all depends on the zone control from Phoenix Rising, who are looking to just right now currently clear out this wave to the best of their ability. Paco's Taco going to take a little bit of damage, but nothing that Delilah can't heal up here. Really relying on that armor to help out with a lot of this damage that's coming out from the members of Cosmos, who gone for a little bit of a different strategy here. They're going to look to push middle lane instead. Silver Jackal takes quite a bit of damage. We'll have to back out and play safely. Corrosive not going to let the team step up here. In fact, this Weeb Weaver will get quite low. And same as that top lane earlier, just going to find one fort. Meanwhile, this top Web Weaver looking to grab both of those towers. Doesn't get much else, though. All the wells have remained intact thus far. Bottom lane, though, going over to Ghost, who seems to have fit their stride versus Deathwing. Heroic abilities online for both of these teams now. We'll see if there's anything spicy to come out and talk about. Currently, everything fairly standard for the meta. Uther has opted for that Divine Shield. They see Ghost get very low. They have 26 gems. Somebody needs to come in and help. They're going to go ahead and guard these gems now. That's 26 lost on the side of Cosmos Redshift. Sylvanas not able to go in. Karama knows that using that Haunting Wave to get over the wall would result in certain death and another 8 gems lost. So they just take the L. They understand they no longer have turn in now, and it is going to be a little bit of a tougher ride for the members of Cosmos, who are grabbing their own camp. However, they have to be careful because another turn-in is on the rise for the members of Phoenix Rising. They have 9 gems. 8 is what they need to get the turn-in. That middle camp was taken, and now we should see an all-out brawl here down in the bottom. Ghost going to look to get ahead of Delilah. You can see those micro missiles coming out here. Diva has opted for the, May has opted for the Avalanche as opposed to the Ice Wall. Typically, we've seen the Ice Wall ever since the buffs to it in that huge 22 hero patch that happened a couple of weeks ago. But they decide that the engage potential of the members of Phoenix Rising is just a little bit too strong. They want to be able to get out of there, so they will go down. Crush, thank you for the host with 19 viewers. Welcome to the members of the Crushinator. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Phoenix Rising is going to look to get the turn in here now, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult as Johanna ends up going down up here in this top middle lane push. Apologies for the T-Tours, everybody, but it looks like going to be a little bit harder to deny the folks on the side of Cosmos this turn in. You can see Silver Jackal going to try and look and get some now. Autothrop throwing some prepositional potions just in case. We're very, very close on the side of Phoenix Rising, getting that second turn in here. Despite not having those Web Weavers, they're getting a pretty good poke up here in the top lane. You can see that that top lane is really pushed out, just trying to constantly add pressure whenever necessary. Looking at some of these quests here, 22 on the side of Kale Foss. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble. Stay Wild Listen comes out. Beautiful May Stunner Ball onto Raynor and friends there will end up going down. Corrosive running for their life. Silence going to come out. It is not going to be a Iron Skin there for Johanna. Delilah now running. Did use the Holy Shield, but not going to be enough. Divine Shield only denying the inevitables. Eventually, 3 members do end up going down. Great use of the Avalanche by May there. Odd Thought and Karama following up beautifully with the Stay Wild and Listen, but can kill their namesake. They definitely can kill the enemy team. Ha ha, ha ha. Please subscribe to me. You had a good series. I'm so glad to hear that. They made you do 50 squats. Oh no. Hi, Valkymer. Red Web Weavers were turned in that last series. Not a whole lot done for them. You can see losing those 3 members really did end up resulting in a free clear for the blue team, who now have the ability to turn in themselves, so they could look to push a little bit further here. One of the things we haven't talked about yet, we just like to make note of, is that US Maps has gone for Pyroblast, seeing as Deckard doesn't necessarily have the tools to put an end to that. Blessed Shield does come out, stay a while and listen in retaliation. Hyperion was used in that last team fight. Another great snowball onto Delilah, but an even better Johanna stun coming out there as well. Paco's Taco in some serious trouble, but Divine Shield going to save the day. There's a lot of damage coming out, but Delilah, Divine Shield in hand, able to get folks to safety. Great use of the Condemn by Corrosive there. Does result, though, in the members of Cosmos getting their second turn-in of the game, and this time the teams are low. They've used a lot of really big engage cooldowns. We have 30 seconds on that Hyperion, 10 more seconds and Blessed Shield will be up. It is a low cooldown, so Corrosive knows they can't just spam it without any kind of huge repercussions coming out. We see a little bit of a split here. Down in the bottom, Ghost is going to continue to stay in this bottom lane. In fact, I don't think either team has seen their off lane since the start of this game, really. In the middle, Karama, actually everybody now going to rotate down to this middle fort and look to push in with those Sylvanas black arrows. And this fort is not long for this world. Going to go down. Webweaver's still fairly healthy. You can hear D.Va getting back in her mech. And the sound of that and looking at that bomb timer, looks like D.Va used that self-destruct down here in the bottom, so it'll be a moment before they have it once again. Bottom fort going to go down, top fort going to go down. Triple fort play with this second Webweaver, the fourth series in the game, and the Weebies will finally come to a close. All heroics available, level 16 online for the members of Cosmos. See if they look to take an engage here. They do have that Avalanche available if they want to force the folks off the point, but it looks like they're more interested in getting another turn in. It's all about that big soak. D.Va will take this bottom here. Ghost not even needing Karama's help, just going to finish it all on their own. Delilah just trying to keep the bottom safe as this map has opened up so incredibly for Cosmos, who are constantly putting pressure on Phoenix Rising. Now, Phoenix Rising still are definitely in this game. They need to look for a play, maybe something with the Webbies, maybe something behind the Webbies. Right now, though, it's all about cleaning chores. You can see both of these teams are very close or have their decks turned in ready. 60 gems on the side of red team here. S3X Panda holding almost half of those with 29 gems. Going to use the Molten Breath. It's up in the top lane. Phoenix Rising are looking for that turn in. They're going to try and find a Silver Jackal here. Stay a while and listen. Going to come out, as does the Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Silver Jackal in the back all by themselves. Pyroblast just going to take it. Not able to survive past. Odd Thought and Can Kill will go down, as well as the members of Phoenix Rising turned this game absolutely on its head. That's exactly what they were waiting for. Now S3X Panda just going to continue pushing this in. Boss will be taken by the members of Phoenix Rising, while Panda continues to push on in. They don't take the boss necessarily fast, but with 3 members down, they don't necessarily have to. Meanwhile, though, that is going to be this Bruiser camp getting so much free value here in the middle lane. One of these towers has already gone down. You can see finally the team rotating. They're not going to push with the boss. They know this top fort will be taken care of as it goes down as soon as I speak. So lots of damage needing to come out onto this boss. Ghost and Karama are on it. Blue Web Weavers were able to be picked up. Ghost and Karama able to pick up the rest of those gems despite many of their teammates going down. It's going to be a little bit of a rough wave, and we'll use mostly for defense. As you can see, this top lane not going to get the value they were necessarily hoping for. Middle lane has already been cleared out as well. And down in the bottom, it's only a matter of time as Paco's Taco and Panda make their way to deal with it. Gonna get caught in the death wave there. That's part of the problem of being a death wing. You're just a big, slow, fat boy. So hard to move out of some of those big abilities that can come out a little bit faster than the Bad Dragon can walk. So, top lane actually doing better than I think the team was hoping for. It doesn't have much health left. Looks like finally Phoenix Rising are going to come up and deal with it. But for the most part, just pushing down some waves. The Pyro against 35 health. What a god. Not much that could be done to save Silver Jackal there. At that point, you're like, all right, hurry up and die so I can get back fast. There aren't any shenanigans that can be played with Tastadar anymore. Even if you go for the Shadow Walk, you're only unrevealable. You're not invulnerable anymore. So, that being said, blue webbies have been cleared out. It's just a lot of cleanup now for the members of Phoenix Rising who are very close to level 20 and want to try and pick that up before going into this fight. The members of Cosmos are just a smidgen ahead right now. They will hit 21st, so fighting over these choke points could be disastrous. Ghost will turn in those 19 gems. They hold a majority of the spider butts on their team. They're gonna try and get the stall down here. Pings for assistance have been coming out. Meanwhile, S3X Panda, who has almost a full turn-in on themselves, is just going to hang on. In fact, most of these members have a huge amount of gems on them. As you can see, 46 on Panda, 21 on Paco's Tacos, 10 on Delilah, Corrosive with 25. Any one of those members going down can be really devastating. Fortunately, having 112 gems now does mean that should anybody but Panda go down, they'll still, I mean, even if Panda goes down, they'd still have enough to turn in. Obviously, you don't want basically a free turn in to go to the wayside, but if it has to, it's not the end of the world. Using the Oracle, Silver Jackal was able to scout out that this was being cleared. They understand that they need to clear out this mid lane. Panda trying to get their turn in. Everybody trying to turn in here, and this will be a successful turn in going over to the side of Phoenix Rising Emerald as deposit most of those gems and are going to look to continue running down this map. Bottom lane going to be quite similar to the early top lane. In fact, most of these are going to be difficult as having to deal with those defensive web weavers did mean that Phoenix Rising had to allow some of these waves to push out, and waiting especially for that top lane has kind of equalized everything. So you can see here in the middle, this middle Webby, Weeby not going to be long for this world. Weeb Weaver up in the top ends up being the next focus here. We'll see if a team fight is going to break out or if they're just going to continue to politely clear out each other's web weaver. It's like cleaning up somebody else's mess at your house. You really don't want to, but you're not going to let them know that. Cankill going to get away using the icing. Condemn comes out, but not quick enough to catch May. We did opt for that fanaticism at level 10, so any damage happening to Corrosive Shield will make them a speedy person and able to get in and out there. We're not seeing that level 4 speed coming out. We instead opted for the talent on Johanna that allows you to just continuously spam the Condemn based on how many minions you were able to pick up. A fairly standard build on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It does allow you a little bit less disengage, but allows you even more wave clear, which can be so important. Camps picked up, of course, and we've come back to that mid-game lull for Tomb of the Spider Queen, where everybody is just trying to get the gems they need to soak. They're trying to find value on the map in terms of camps and wave clear, seeing if they can't get the turn-ins in, grab the boss, the usual. The last thing on anybody's mind right now is looking for a fight. Fights at this point in the game can be so devastating. Either team able to turn it around with the team fight. And speaking of, we're going to get two members stuck in the back line here. Uther going to be very low. Kael'thas going to be the first to go down. The invulnerable is good, but it's not good enough. Silver Jackal once again, master of geometry, going to find that wall, going to find that kill. Delilah did come back thanks to the level 20 retribution, but it's not going to be enough. No more redemption. Deathwing comes in with the Cataclysm. They have that. They don't have the Stood in the Fire. So still a very devastating heroic. You don't want to hang around in it too long, but not the absolute end of the world for him there. They're going to use Sylvanas' trait, which has expired, to try and push down this middle keep. 3 members going down. The worst part being 2 of them are those DPS players, and the other one is a lot of your team's lockdown. Johanna did just finish her subdue, which is basically a free heroic ability on an 8-second cooldown, so teams will have to be careful. Actually, I thought this was blue web weavers that came out, but it's going to be the red web weavers. So members of Phoenix Rising have a little bit of time to try and deal with this, get back in the game, as these web weavers will have to be dealt with. Middle is taken care of. Bottom will be done here in a second. And then up in the top, Silver Jackal has made mostly click work of this Webby. So spiders have now concluded for the moment. Only 2 gems remaining on the side of Phoenix Rising, so it'll be a long time coming before they get that next turn, and they need 70 gems. So may have to look to other resources to try and come back into this game. However, on the side of Cosmos, they're all ready to get turned in, and turn in they shall. They're going to find the picks here and are looking to push. This middle lane will be a hot point of contention here. Team fight does break out. Ghost loses a good chunk of health, but will be able to back it up and get healed up. We're going to see Deathwind come in. They have that Destroyer's Rampage. So after landing in Destroyer form, you have increased heroic or increased ability, and then of course your cooldowns recharge much faster. Hitting heroes resets that. So just going to do it to get rid of some of the pressure in the middle lane. Push it out nicely enough. Do have that conflagration online as well, so you can see everybody scattering to avoid that molten breath. Stun will come out, connect onto 2 members of Cosmos Redshift. Karama eats so much damage. The ignite from Kael'thas, not something you want to mess around with. Everybody looking to scoop up these potions, as the damage from Phoenix Rising is still incredibly impressive. Nothing to shake your head at. Black arrows will come out. This keep is not long for this world. Can't kill. Misses their avalanche and now is in a world of hurt. Will get a couple of potions. This does not go down to that, the Kael'thas living bomb there. Does have the flash freeze just in case. D.Va, though, not going to be so lucky. Does end up falling. However, this is no keeps on the core for Phoenix Rising, which is incredibly difficult to deal with. It offers you almost no map control, seeing as there's no place safe to retreat until you get to core. All of these minions are pushing in. It's a lot of hard work for the team. Not having D.Va, though, taking a 4v5 at level 20 can be devastating. And now we're going to see the members of Phoenix Rising. They're going to start on this boss, despite the fact that Tassadar just oracled them. So Cosmos know that the team is here. They know they're starting the boss, but they're choosing to do nothing about it. One catapult is on the core, finally going to go down. Did start taking away that shield. The members of Cosmos looking instead to grab both of these camps here. Potentially looking to push it down with the minion waves collapsing in. That top wave is pushing so hard. D.Va has respawned, will opt to deal with this boss, while the rest of the team can look to push. In fact, looks like, though, with only 19 gems, they're not going to push these double camps. They're just going to make sure that Phoenix Rising can't deal with these, or can't push with this boss themselves. They have something else they need to deal with. So the whole team shows up to try and defend this keep. Boss is going to go down rather slowly, as these 3 aren't necessarily what you would think of when you think boss clear. Well, will go down in the top lane. Meanwhile, though, 2 members, Silver Jackal and Audathot, will look to grab this bottom camp. They're not trying to allow too much pressure in for Phoenix Rising Emerald. In fact, you can see they're even taking the opportunity to clear out this top lane, try and equalize it a little bit better. Oracle came out. They're just trying to keep an eye on Phoenix Rising right now, who have 46 gems, so not quite the turn-in yet. Nothing that Cosmos needs to fear too terribly bad. But if you can't get a pick and kill some of those gems, you know, that's always a plus. So just going to poke in and try and deny this. We're going to see Tassadar come out once again with the electric fence. We went for the force barrier at 20, which does decrease the cooldown of fence. Blessed Shield comes out. That's good. They hit on the 2 members. Silence comes out. Stay while and listen. Silver Jackal is in that Archon form. That it would be Johanna in the back. The Fanaticism giving Corrosive so much speed. They try to stun him out. They don't have the Iron Skin anymore. That is going to go down. Meanwhile, in the bottom, Uther taken out by Sylvanas. Diva has to use that self-destruct. Gets back in the mech. They're looking to chase down Paco's Taco. Delilah will be back thanks to the redemption. Trying to keep Raynor alive. Big damage coming out from US Maps. KT still nothing to joke about. They've gone for that indefinite bomb spread. So with the Ignite, teams will have to be careful. You can see Kurama stepping so far back, mounting up, and then having to dismount because living bomb is a thing, man. Raynor going to be the first to go down, but the team is so very low. Odd thought, not long for this world at all. Well, oh my goodness, survived thanks to the raw power of Deckard healing. Do you believe in miracles, chat? Because despite the huge amount of damage, Odd Thought lives, and that's why we say Deckard is a bruiser too. They did go for the respect the elderly, so that is going to be just silent underneath the sleep. Kael'thas will die in the top lane to Diva. And now we're looking at core call here from the members of Cosmos. 2 more members go down. GG has been called. Blessed Shield has been popped. Johanna racing around, going to try to save the day, but it's not going to be enough. With 5 catapults on the core, game number 1 will go over to the side of Cosmos Redshift. GG. Great start to the series, an absolutely explosive game that could go either way, and I am so happy that this is how a lot of our series have been going. It really shows the strength of these teams. At any point there, the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald could have brought it back. They played their hearts out. Unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be this time around. As we take a look at our stats here in the end, 16-6 in favor of Cosmos Redshift. So pretty gosh darn good team fight comp there from the Cosmos. We'll take a look at the talent, see if there's anything that immediately pops out to us. The first thing that I noticed was can kill with the Avalanche. As I said, we typically see the Ice Wall more these days for the Engage, but if you can get 1 to 3 members in your backline, as Cankill did with the Mei, then absolutely take it. That's an even better Engage. Insane play from Cankill on the Mei. Very well done. Defense Matrix OP on the Pyro. I agree. Diva played really, really well. Ghost was able to save the day several times, really stalling him out. Was that Defense Matrix on the OP or on the Pyro? Is that what saved Odd Thought's life? If so, then absolutely well played by Ghost. Deathwing build, a little bit different than we usually see. Of course, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. At level 7, we went the Firestorm, which, of course, reduces the cooldown of Deathwing's landing by 2 seconds, and then dropping the meteors that deal damage and reduce the cooldown of Dragonflight. At level 7, we went for the Destroyer's Rampage, which landing in Destroyer form does give you extra damage and allow you to get those cooldowns back faster. Switching to Worldbreaker form removes the effect. So I think Worldbreaker is the one we typically see our Deathwings play in, just because the Destroyer has been nerfed so many times. But still, Panda on that Deathwing was doing a really good job zoning people away, pumping out the damage. Odd Thought, though, healing it right back up. In fact, poor Karama just watching their health yo-yo back and forth for the most of that later game must have been really stressful. In the end, though, they managed to pull it out, so really well played to them. We're going to head over to the setting up soon screen as we wait for our teams to get back to us with game number 2. We'll see you in a second. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll be right back for you.
Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to do? Tell a couple jokes and enjoy the view. I'll be here for you. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to prove? Write it down in ink, I'm a drunk tattoo. Always here with you. Don't you know that I'll be there for you wherever you go? I'm a guarantee like Curry's 3 and Harden's free throw. Whenever you're lost, I'm blue up on some cruise to see you soon. And when the show ends, the credits roll without you. The piano's out of tune, but I'll play it for you so we can have stuff to do in the afternoon. I'll be here for you, yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll stick till it's through, yeah, you know that it's true.
I hate people, but I love gatherings. Jazzaline, thank you for the rating party of 63. Welcome, viewers of Jazzaline. I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much, my friend. It's lovely to see you. I am very excited to have GGS back after our last week, thanks to BlizzCon. Oh man. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had a good series. Let's give a shout out to Jazzy. So, any of you guys who haven't seen this wonderful lady in action, they do Girls Gank Squad every single weekend. It is a fun, exciting series. They do it on Saturdays now, too. Where you can just support the female presenting people in Heroes of the Storm. So let's go ahead. If you guys haven't followed her, please go over and do so. It is a really wonderful series. Thank you so much, my friends. She does a lot of casting. Absolutely amazing caster. So please head over there and check her out, you know? And we couldn't really like hype them up as much because we were in a game earlier, but guys, also let's go ahead and shout out the Crushinator, because if you guys haven't seen Crush cast before, then you are in for a treat. Crush, not only are they a fantastic caster, but he does workouts while casting. Like I can't do workouts by myself, but still able to pump out some really solid casts despite, you know, getting them gains in. And overall, you know, both of these casters, they're just really awesome as commentators and as people. So if you haven't checked them out, I really recommend that you do. They're super phenomenal. while that was all going on, I want you all to take a look at our map. So all of our new friends who don't know what's going on, don't worry, fam. I got you. Thank you very much, Softbear. I appreciate that. So, as you can see here, my dears, we are in game number 2 as of our best of 3 series. Over here on the left-hand side, Cosmos Redshift opted to ban away Cursed Hollow and, excuse me, Volskaya Foundry. Had a little bit of a hiccup there. The members of Phoenix Rising Emerald got rid of Brax's Holdout as well as Dragonshire. Our first map of the evening was picked and won by Cosmos, and so we had a little bit of a reboot. So I'm going to tell them that we are ready to go. We'll hop in to game number 3, which is going to be played on one of my personally favorite maps, Battlefield of Eternity. This was picked by the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. And I always like when a team is down and they pick they pick a map, because, you know, they're going here and they're like, we know how to play this. This is some serious comeback mechanics. Like, are you ready for this, enemy team? So that always gets me really exciting. That sound means that we are ready to get rocking and rolling. So why don't we head on over to our draft screen? So, little bit different than the previous game. Single target damage is the name of the game, as opposed to the AoE and wave clearing damage that you wanted on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So we can expect to see a lot more things, you know, like Greymane, Lunara, Vala, Li Ming, all heroes that we love to see coming out here. Hanzo, another phenomenal pick. Diva is still very good on the map. Diablo, another solid pickup. And we've seen two different kind of playstyles develop. For the Lich King, Annalise, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This Tychus is immediately going to be banned out. And that Tychus is a good transition to exactly what I was saying. Excuse me one moment, guys. Hey, get out of that trash. Sorry, I have a puppy who's trying to be a naughty boy because there's a a napkin with a little bit of cheese on it. Get out of here, you. Sorry, everybody. Pupper's in the trash. Gonna see Hogger banned out next. That's absolutely fair. What I was talking about is we used to really only see one style of play, and that was race, race, race until you win. So lately we've seen a little bit more of a team fight play, which is personally my favorite. We're going to ban out the Uther, and I think that's fair. Delilah worked really well. Thank you, Annalise. Yeah, the Uther was strong, so get him out of here. But a lot of teams are opting for that team fight strategy lately, as I said, where it's less about the race and more about killing the enemy team, because despite their race, you know, they could have Greymane, Li Ming, Gazlo, Malthael, Artanis on their team, but if they're dead, then they can't race. So potentially going to see that come out tonight. Our first pick of the evening is going to be Karama on the Rainer. So a good start to either one of those drafts. Can pivot it either way, as Rainer has a pretty good damage on the Immortal and then pretty good teamfight damage as well. Lunara Anduin coming out for Delilah and Paco's Taco. So again, same thing. Lunara says to me that they're potentially looking for a little bit more wave clear, but we could see a mix of the two teams where the teams either are looking to, you know, have one racer who races while the team fights. You guys are so sweet. Thank you very much. It's absolutely kind of you. Sonia gonna come out from Ghost here, and I hadn't even registered that Chromie has been completely ignored in this draft. So Chromie gonna come out for Silver Jackal, and that's something that makes you think twice. Because Chromie, she can ping you from so far away. She does so much damage, and it can make it really hard for your tank to go in on that enemy team just because she's constantly low. So Diablo will be the third ban here from Phoenix Rising. Diablo does so well on this map with all those little choke points in that middle where the immortals are. So get him out of here. Nobody wants to deal with the big bad demon lord. Deathwing will be banned by Cosmos Redshift, and again, absolutely fair. Big respect to S3X Panda on that Deathwing. They really worked hard in that last game, and they nearly pulled it back several times. That being all set and put together, we're going to see Murden and Johanna come out here from the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. And I am absolutely trying to wrap my head around this because that is a bold play. Going to see Corrosive once again on the Johanna, but Panda is going to play that... going to play that Murden here. Looking to maybe be a Murden in the offlane, or maybe have a double tank comp, as Lucio and May will round out the draft here for us on the side of Cosmos Redshift. So we'll go ahead and update that. I love it when people play the same hero. Makes my job easy back here on the Soothsayer side. So, U.S. maps, what are you thinking, friend? How do you round out this draft? And they are going to go with a Li Ming. Incredible that she made it this far, but she did. And maps going to go ahead and pick it up. So, this should be a Murden in the offlane, and this is going to be tough, I think, for the members of Cosmos Redshift, just because this team comp invades really hard. The Chromie will now get a little bit less value having such big, huge frontliners in that front, in the front line, in the back line, in your back line, you know? Murden jumps back there, and May's like, it's fine, I'm clearing the Johanna. And then potentially we could have Silver Jackal just help. Okay, please, somebody. There's a Murden on my behind and I don't like it. Wish they had gone with Jaina instead. I could see the Jaina value here, definitely. So before we get too carried away, I just realized that I forgot to conclude our prediction. So why don't we go ahead and do that? It was Cosmos Redshift, so congratulations to everybody who voted for them. Let's go ahead and start another prediction as we hop in. Who will win game 2? And is it going to be Cosmos or is it going to be PRE? We'll just do it quickly since we're getting ready to do that game. So we'll start the prediction 1 minute going. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks, let's head into our second game of the evening. Over here on the left-hand side, we're going to have Odd Thought on the Lucio. Can Kill will be your May. Silver Jackal on the Chromie. Ghost will be your Sonya. And Kurama is rocking that Rainer. Over here on the red-hand side, rocking those red health bars, it's going to be U.S. maps on the Li Ming. Delilah on the Anduin. Paco's Taco will be your Rainer. Going to have Lunara. Excuse me, Paco's Taco will be playing Lunara, and it is going to be U.S. maps on the Li Ming. I had a little bit of a malfunction there with the Soothsayer, it looks like. And then, of course, S3X Panda will be your Murden. So without further ado, why don't we go ahead, get in, check out these talents here as everybody is just fighting down in the bottom lane. Only one quest available here for the team, and that is going to be Murden opting for the Perfect Storm at level 1, hoping to get the bonus damage on that hammer. So big damage coming out there. Most of them just trying to focus on this XP, looking to soak up everything, and of course look for that later little bit of a fight so they can grab these camps in the bottom and top lane. Chromie just shelling folks out, has 8 stacks on this deep breathing, which I actually completely missed. My apologies, chat. She does have her level 4 talent already. She gets her talents 2 levels early, so we've gone for the Horror Anomaly, getting those extra charges of Time Trap and then reducing its cooldown by 8 seconds, so she can constantly just be throwing them out on the map, able to grant extra vision with those time traps. So while everybody pings it away down here in the bottom looking for those picks, let's take a look at our coolest and most attractive players here with S3X Panda and Ghost up in the top lane. Remember, guys, they sacrifice screen time so that we can have XP. And S3X Panda really holding their own versus Sonya. Gonna be a little bit of a bully here. Will be a little bit behind on that quest, seeing as Sonya is playing so safe in this minion wave. So great play there by Ghost. But both of them just hanging around. In the same token, Ghost can't really step up and roll one without potentially getting stunned out by Panda. So it's a little bit of a difficult fight up here. But back to the action, we're going to see a smaller invade coming in here from the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald, who are now going to start on this bottom lane. Raynor has already gone to start on that middle camp, so it looks like the bottom will just have to be forsaken by the blue team, as they'll just have to look to clear it out here. And Murden going to try and come in to invade. Karama, though, got incredibly low. Went to check on the camp. You can see Ghost is looking to come help them because both the dogs were killed, but the shaman is still alive. Team showing up to get that done fairly quickly. Top camp not being touched at all. And just as quickly, in fact, even quicker, despite the early rotation from Raynor, is going to be that bruiser picked up by red team here. So they also managed to get a great start on this team fight. It's going to be aggression first from the members of Cosmos Redshift, who are trying to fight under here. Paco's Taco has to be yeeted to safety thanks to that leap of faith. Panda going to jump out there. Corrosive being harassed by Odd Thought. And aggressive Lucio is so frustrating to play against. Stop coming out onto Lunara. Paco Taco getting very low. Can kill, getting the extra time on that cryo freeze thanks to the chromium. Meanwhile, both these camps are pushing away. They've reached roughly the same point at this point. However, going to be a little bit of an advantage. Gosh darn it, going over to the red camp is taken at a little better time. Will get that gate down first. Murden, though, gonna be traded out. First blood going over to the members of Cosmos Redshift. Many members very low. Can kill and Odd Thought will need to back up. It is going to be the Blue Immortal standing proud here. Odd Thought and Can Kill heading back to base, as well as Silver Jackal. So they should arrive roughly the same time this Immortal does, just maybe a couple of seconds behind. Karama already in position to try and push things down. Lunara has that Nature's Culling at level 4, so we'll continue to do explosive damage on this Immortal. You can see the shield already coming down, forcing him into that melee mode. Big Condemn coming out onto 2 members. The Blizzard is dropped, but a nice Iron Skin will prevent Corrosive from taking too much damage and not getting stunned. Will get stunned by the Immortal, though. Only the front wall going down. Specifically what we see from the first Immortal. Not much more can be expected. Now we're going to potentially see a fight for this top camp. Cosmos have gotten started on it. Corrosive is trying to defend everybody away. However, Johanna has the better invade potential. Can Kill is trying to chase everybody away. Not going to be the case quite yet. A good boop, though, from Odd Thought. Krama takes an insane amount of damage, but the camp is concluded. Blue team will pick it up. It will be nearly immediately destroyed by the side of the red team, as Lunara once again just chunking away. A familiar sound effect for those of you who know it, as we're going to see a stop come out onto Corrosive. Can Kill looking for Joe there, but again, Unstoppable Iron Skin will put that to rest. Li Ming has opted for the Seeker. Lunara will get caught in the time trap. Nice use of that leap from Anduin, prevents her from taking the damage of the Chromie there, thanks to that temporal loop. However, that is something that Delilah is going to have to consider now from now on. Can they use that leap of faith It is on a 70-second cooldown, but if they use it and the temporal loop is still available, that could be a free kill onto Chromie. In fact, we'll take a look here. 60 seconds on the temporal loop. So every time that Leap of Faith is traded out for temporal loop, it's an advantage to the blue team. Everyone is just going to get in position looking for some picks here. Level 10 not online for anybody except Chromie again, having the perks of being that 2-level early talent hero. Already we're going to see that red Immortal drown down to half health. Raynor and friends just chunking away at it despite everything that the members of Phoenix Rising are looking to do. The Seeker will help out. As a reminder, we were just talking about that before things got a little spicy. Magic missiles hitting the same target does a little bit of extra damage. Paco Saco getting very low thanks to Silver Jackal. Level 10, just a heckin' smidge away for the members of Cosmos. Redshift can kill though, gets very low, and now this Immortal has just about caught up with the red Immortal. Silver Jackal very low, can kill in the same boat. Ghost very far forward, has to be careful of Panda. Paco Saco trying to come in to help, but a great Blizzard will deter that. Temporal loop comes out once again though. Anduin has that leap ready. That does mean nobody else is going to be safe for another 70 seconds. Corrosive 4-man condemn. Big damage though onto Johanna. Has to pop the Iron Skin. They still don't have level 10 on either side. Can kill, has to back it away. Paco's Taco chunking with those damaging spears. Have opted for a less standard talent. More standard in the Splintered Spear. I was correct, didn't see the icon. Panda in a little bit of trouble, tries to jump away, but Lucio is speeding Ghost after him. Corrosive, though, once again, with the Condemn, is coming in, and things are getting hot, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folk. Big damage onto Karamba as everything hits. May has to use that Cryo Freeze, and miraculously, despite not getting level 10, this is going to be Phoenix Rising picking up that second Immortal. They have the tools now with those level 7s. That's what they were waiting for. Didn't have it early on, but now the Seeker, the damage from Lunara is just going to allow them to continuously push hard onto this Immortal from so far away. Can kill, looking for Panda and friends. Not going to be able to find him. Nearly gets stunned out by the Immortal. Splintered Spear just destroying the front and back line of Cosmos here. The Immortal going down fairly quickly. Raynor with that Executioner doing so much work for Cosmos, but Lunara is just chunking away. Heroics have been picked up by everybody. Fairly standard so far, except for the fact that Li Ming has opted for Disintegrate. Not trying to separate folks out with that wave of force. Bottom lane picked up by the members of Cosmos. They still have pretty strong point can clear. Odd Thought, such a good Lucio, constantly in the backline. Panda tries to jump away. There's the stun. There is going to be the Leap of Faith and the Avatar pop. Two really big cooldowns burned for Chromie's temporal loop. So despite having to change that heroic every time, trade it in exchange for the Anduin leap, is happy with how that turned out. A successful trade for Cosmos. In the top, Sonya is getting tons of free value with the camp she took. It does have that Wrath of the Berserker, harassing Corrosive. Paco Saco will finally have to step up. Ghost is spinning to win. We're going to see Leaping Strike come out. We do have the Blessed Shield as well. Second Leaping Strike. Ghost is trying to keep themselves alive. They know they need to get to that minion to heal up. They're so full of poison. The blind comes out. Another slam. It's not going to be enough. Ghost will go down. Paco and Corrosive, though, a little bit worse for wear. Light Bomb will come out onto Panda, who jumps in. They hit 4 members, but has to jump away. Chromie just did use that temporal loop. They threw the Light Bomb on top and said, you know what? You want Murden in your backline? Fine, take him. We're going to take him with a Light Bomb, though. So really smart thinking on the part of Delilah. Immortal getting ready to spawn here in just a moment. As such, we see both teams working on getting these camps. Great plays from the teams, working so hard to try and keep themselves in this game. Corrosive going to try and blind the members of Cosmos here, but not going to be enough. The early objective has been won in the halftime by the members of the blue team. All-out brawl coming out here. Once again, we are going to see Temporal Loop coming out. Leap of Faith has been used. Karama is jumping in, doing so much damage. Ghost going to look to take out Lunara there. Seeker just blasting away. Silver Jackal narrowly missing the full Li Ming combo. In the top and in the bottom, both camps are pushing away. We will see that top camp go down, that top fort go down first if this camp is not dealt with. You can see Sonya and just Sonya goes heading over to deal with it. Nobody dealing with the bottom quite yet on the side of the red team. They want to look to grab this Immortal. Another great Seeker combo as that Immortal gets low. Can Kill is trying to blast folks away. Still has that Avalanche if needed. Corrosive looking for blood now. This is going to be the Avalanche on to two members. Murden gonna be the first to go down. Bless Shield coming out. Corrosive will be stuck in that temporal loop. Nobody can save them now. Both frontliners just devastated by the members of Cosmos. Well played by the teams here. Blue team will pick up this Immortal. Only a small shield, so has to be careful in how they push, as it won't be in that range form for long. You can see, in fact, already the members of Phoenix Rising able to chunk it down. Half health, will look to get this front gate. Much more can be a little tricky. Cosmos, though, going to stay and see what they can get. They're backing out. Corrosive looking to back in. That is going to be Light Bomb connecting onto Odd Thought. Lucio going to be the first to go down. Li Ming resets are good. Silver Jackal surrounded by everybody knows it's their time. They run in and accept their death. Will go back to base. Dying quicker just means you get back out there quicker, and sometimes that's the way you got to do it. Bottom camp, as a result, is going to be taken. Phoenix Rising are finally finding their footing in this game number 2. They did lose that bottom fort. They did lose that keep wall, but now they're going to push in on the bottom themselves. They have this camp. They have insane wave clear with Lunara and Li Ming and Johanna. So the fort, as quickly as it cometh, it goes. Now they're going to look for advantages elsewhere on the map. It did leave Panda up in the top to deal with this camp picked up by Sonya and this catapult. So the rest of the friends with a little bit more wave clear than Murden will come in to help here. Just a quick adaptation we've noticed on Murden's build. Skullcracker at level 7, hoping to shut down Sonya by getting a couple of extra bonks. Aggressive plays, though, coming out from Cosmos. Leaping strike from Lunara saves the day. Panda will be able to jump away. Paco's Taco does not time it right with the Unstoppable and will go down to the temporal loop. We're going to see the Chastise come out from Delilah, trying to keep everybody away. Murden caught in the corner. Leap of Faith, though, not used on Lunara, will save the day. Corrosive, Condemn, just to get the group to safety. A lot of big abilities used by both teams here. They will be back momentarily, but for now, team's going to struggle a little bit. Murden especially used that avatar form. Will not have that back for another 65 seconds. They are going to aggress onto Cosmos here. Can Kill looking for Panda. Panda looking for Can Kill. Corrosive just trying to keep healed up as they continue to poke away at this Immortal. Half health, though, on that red Immortal. I don't think Karama is getting enough respect on this Rainer with that execute. It's just doing an insane amount of damage. Panda coming in, nearly completed with that quest at level 1. Karama will end up going down. Panda very low. Light Bomb connects as well. Murden going to be the next on the chopping block as Silver Jackal tries to peel away. Karama, or Can Kill coming in, looking for Paco's Taco. Corrosive running for the rest of the team. Lunara, though, ends up giving her life. And the chase is still on. Crystallize will come out from Can Kill here. US Maps running from Ghost. Leap of Faith with 30 health will save the day. Great blink out of the Chromie Sands. US Maps making it away by the skin of their teeth. Excuse me there, folks. Had a little bit of a tickle in my throat, so hopefully you were able to listen to that team fight. Johanna able to escape, running like a crazy person. We'll forget that Hearth off, was chased all the way to the back base of the members of Cosmos. Blue team does have this Immortal. It is going to be pushing in the top lane. Everybody has respawned on the side of the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. They are in for a rough time. Ghost, though, loses a lot of health, tries to heal up off of those minions, but the minions are gone. We'll have to rely on Lucio to get them out of this. Did go for the high five, so there will be no burst protection in this fight. Immortal, very healthy. This keep in serious trouble. Big Spin will come out. The teams are poking away. Condemn used on the Immortal as opposed to the enemy team. Panda, though, zoning everybody away, not allowing them to step in and get the damage that they want. Ghost finds a sliver, welcoming, though, able to come in thanks to the healing of Lucio. Cankill looking for Panda, jumps away to save the day. That is going to be the light bomb coming out, as is the blessed shield. Quest is finished. Team is very low on both sides. Cankill running for their life. Ghost doing the same. Cankill trying to find the stun onto several members, may end up giving their life. They don't have level 20 yet, so that will be Lucio the first to go down. Next is going to be Cankill on that May. Silver Jackal is running as fast as they can, but Lunara slowing them. Got nothing but a bar full of poison. Jackal has no mana. This is going to be the end of the Chromie. 3-4-0. The keep did go down, so you can argue value was attained. However, a lot of free push coming out now from the side of Phoenix Rising. They grab this aggressive camp, not even opting for that top camp. In the bottom, though, Ghost and Kurama were able to grab that bottom camp. They do just have Taurus now. We'll have to push away. And again, free push coming out from the members of Phoenix Rising. They're going to make quick work of this fort. They have an insane amount of siege damage, an insane amount of wave clear. Looks like that's all they're going to look for at the moment, opting instead to grab this top camp while everybody respawns. 7 seconds on Chromie. It's going to not be enough time to pick up a fight in this top camp, but it will be enough time for everybody to get in position for the next Immortal phase. Nothing else is left save the aggressive bruiser on the side of the members of Phoenix Rising, and you'd have to be a fool right now on the side of Cosmos to try and contest this. We're 19-19, both teams very close. Cosmos just opting to try and find an aggressive position on the Immortal. They know their race is a little bit faster, so they may as well work with what they've got. Halftime show hit fairly quickly. Big camp still pushing in the top lane, something the team will have to deal with. See if they're going to find anything in the halftime. It looks like they're just going to wait for the Angels to reset. Rough time here for Phoenix Rising. Kurama is just going to get started on that Immortal. Defense coming out on the blue Immortal, which is equally as low. Cankill looking for Paco Sacco. They find the blind. Great use of the leaping strike, though. Corrosive in the back, trying to get on top of Silver Jackal. The ping's coming out onto Corrosive. Has to use the Iron Skin. Cankill also low. High five, though, going to save the day. US map with that mirror ball, trying to find as much damage as possible. Blessed Shield comes out, does not connect. Lots of damage from Li Ming as well. It could go either way, but it is going to go over to the side of Cosmos here. Not a very healthy Immortal, however. Usually at this stage of the fight, we see one team wipe the other one, get a big healthy Immortal, and look to end. Not the case this time round. The Immortal doesn't have much of a shield, so will be poked out here in the middle of this lane. Sonya had to deal with the camp. Shield already being lost here. Chromie going to just chuck out some damage. All three going to connect onto Panda, who throws out that Storm Bolt just to make sure they're in safe hands. Immortal not going to get much value. Cankill will get lots of poison damage. Level 20 is online, and we do have that intensifying toxin coming out here for Lunara. Keep still standing strong. Blizzard has been used, finds the stun onto Delilah just for disengage. Heroic still available from every team. In fact, only Muradin with the Avatar is on cooldown. Bottom camp looks to be taken. It's the only thing on the map. So Phoenix Rising must know that Cosmos are here. They don't want to take the fight yet, though. They know the Cosmos are set up. They just have to play safe for the moment. Vision will be attained by the Chromie time trap, and it looks like Cosmos are just going to try and find a fight. Can Kill, though, is in a little bit of trouble. Lightball comes out, but the Avalanche will make short work of that. We have the level 20. We've actually gone for the big one as opposed to Avalanche upgrades. That is going to be the full 90-second cooldown onto that Heroic there. Once again, though, looking for behind. Blessed Shield comes out. We have the Blessed Shield upgrade, so Can Kill very low. Autobot even lower. Tries to use the Lucio to stay alive, but ends up dying themselves. Sonya going to be the next one down. Silver Jackal had that time out. Is now trying to run away. Karama misses with that penetrating round, and now is just absolutely destroyed by US Maps. Silver Jackal trying to make it away. They're pinging for help. It's going to use that time trap, though, and will make it out alive. Solid plays there from Silver Jackal, but in the end, so much happening. It was hard for Cosmos to get ahead in that fight. They came around. They looked aggressive, but not having the Avalanche, not having the Lucio and May at full health, it really made them struggle. Johanna, though, not having that keep, had to go back and defend. She's going to leave it now despite one catapult lining up. Actually turning around to take that instead. You can see the core health is very low. Shield will regenerate as the rest of the team pings away at these Immortals, which are so healthy right now. 50,000 health nearly on the Immortals. Halftime, obviously, will go over to Phoenix Rising. And now the dance begins anew. Can Cosmos defend this Immortal? They're certainly going to try, at least find some kills off of the back of it. The big one coming out, doing lots of damage to Corrosive there. Fighting underneath this Immortal can be tricky, as it is like a 6th hero on the team. Great Skullcracker onto Ghost. The Blizzard comes out, will not connect, and nothing more can be done. Li Ming is just pinging away. Triumvirate will deal a lot of damage, so they can't take it out. Anduin is blasted out of here, though. Rainer going to be the first to go down. Silver Jackal and Autothon running for their lives. Cankill has to use the Blizzard to try and keep folks to safety. Sonya activating that level 20 Ignore Pain shield. Lunar with the intensifying toxin looking for huge damage, and this is going to be a full health, full shield Immortal without Rainer alive. A devastating turn of events for Cosmos. We're looking so in control of our second game this evening. They're going to push in on this keep. 30 seconds until most of the damage will be back up in the form of that Rainer. Everybody's going to try and deal as much damage as they can to the shield currently, but not having that execute is really, really rough for Cosmos Redshift. The siege pressure from Phoenix Rising is absolutely insane. Cankill will have to back it away. Now we could be looking at the beginning of the end chat. 4 seconds on Rainer. Sonya has popped that. Wrath is coming in to try and find these heroes. Are going to see Blessed Shield and Light Bomb come out. May the first to go down, 66% on the core. 41 Immortal still healthy. 28 Ghost can do nothing. They're trying to find Paco's Taco. Game number 2 will go over to Phoenix Rising Emerald. GG. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands as we will be going to a third game this evening. Let's take a look at some of these stats. Then I'm desperately going to drink some water, and we'll be back for our third game. As you can see here, big damage coming out from both Silver Jackal and Paco's Tacos, with just a hair between them. 79k to, 97k, thanks Dyscalculia, and 96 from Paco's Taco. We'll take a look at our talents here, and then we'll get ready for our third and final game of the evening. Now, it was interesting they didn't go for a keep, but they ended up winning that game. So, you know, small victories Big victories. Wait for the day when people stop doubting the power of double tank. It's a pretty good strategy. You know, if you know how to run it, then why not do it? It paid off this time round. GG, great job from the teams. See if there's anything that catches my eye. The siege power here from Phoenix Rising was really strong. They had the Murden with the siege hammer here, the 350 bonus damage to structures and monsters. We had Nature's Calling, and then, of course, Li Ming, Triumvirate. We went to spicy Li Ming build, went for the Seeker, went for the Glass Cannon, Mirror Ball, and then the Temporal Flux to keep folks in all that damage. Of course, Rewind for Muradin. Upgraded High Five, the Mixing Fire, dealing the damage to enemy heroes. Was a solid play there for the teams. It looks like we have just gotten our map. So I'll bring us over to the map screen, tell you guys where it is going, and then we'll just take a couple of seconds for our dear caster here, aka Maya. So coming over here, we are tied 1-1 as map picked by Red, won by Red. Our last game of the evening is going to be Garden of Terror. Big macro decisions have to be made here. We'll see who picked it, and then I will be right back for you all. All right, so it looks like the members of Cosmos opted for the map. Team 2 getting that first pick. So Garden of Terror picked by Cosmos. All right, everybody, I hope you are enjoying the series. If you are, please remember that this is my full-time job now. So if you would like to support, then please consider following if you're enjoying. You know, if you want to see some more casting, you're not really sure if you want to give away any of that hard-earned cash, then go ahead and drop a follow. We do a lot of game casting. We play games. It's a really fun time. And then if you like what you see, you want to help out, then please consider subscribing, giving me some of those biddies, maybe checking out my partnership with Rogue Energy. And if you can't, you just want to be here to hang out, that's absolutely fine too. I appreciate you guys very, very much. I'm going to grab a drink. We'll be back in just a moment. Thanks so much for hanging out, and we'll see you in a sec. Bye, friends. Alrighty, Ruth. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you waiting for me. I am rehydrated, so I won't start wheezing like I did in game number 2. Garden of Terror is where we're going. We're ready in just a second. The teams need to swap us because currently I am tanking for the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. And as much as I love tanking, I don't want to do that tonight because it's hard. And I'm bad at the game. Those who can't play cast, which is why, hello, I am your caster tonight. You might have noticed that I started in Heroic, then went to Division A, and now I'm in B. So that's why we're casting here tonight. Luminaire, thank you. That's incredibly kind of you. I really appreciate that. You're so very sweet. You guys have been so kind to me tonight. Like, I was like, I haven't cast in a while. Like, let's not, like, why don't we do a double series? I haven't been putting in the work that I want to be putting into my stream, despite the fact that it's my job. I should show up. And when I do, you guys are so sweet. I really, really appreciate that, you know? Like, so many of you I see, even when I'm not casting, like, I'm hanging out, I'm feeding in a totally different game, and you guys are here like, what's up? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good day, and that means the world to me. You guys, I wouldn't have this community without you, so thank you so much. Pardon me, I'm just letting the team know that I am ready. Thank you, Buttsbot. And thank you for the Totski emotes. I finally got some of those the other day. Got to resub since our Prime came off. Thank you, guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I mean it. You know, whenever you come in and you chat, I really try to remember who you are and make sure that, you know, I'm able to say thank you because it means the world to me. All right, enough of me being sappy. That sound means we're time for game number 3, our final game of the evening. We're on Garden of Terror. It was picked by Team Cosmos. I hope you're all having a great day. Let's hop on in. So, we've seen 2 very different styles of play, and all comes down to this. It's actually going to be my first Garden of Terror cast this evening, so please be gentle on me if I miss some kills because there's so much going on all the time on this map. Hogger gonna be banned out first and foremost, as he has been all evening, and you know what? It makes sense. This map is all about camps, and if there's one thing that Hogger does well, it's taking camps. So get him out of here. No pupper dog for the members of either team. Oh, you're sweet, Lumi. Tychus, once again, gonna be banned out by Cosmos Redshift. I'm starting to think that maybe this isn't just a smart meta ban, but a little bit of respect. Since we've been seeing all night, the team's working really hard to understand what their opponent is going to pick, what they want to deal with, what they can deal with, and then getting rid of that. So, no Tychus tonight. See if there's any more respect coming out. We saw the Deathwing banned out last game. We'll see if anything comes through tonight. Diablo, once again, will be taking out another fantastic Diablo map. So, no Lord of Terror. Lots of good options here. Uther was banned last game, as Lila played it so very well in game number 1, despite coming up just a little bit short. We'll see if any more respects come out. Lunara was played magnificently. Could see it getting similar value here on Garden of Terror. Otherwise, you know, Johanna, that's fair. We've seen Johanna played many, many times by our friend Corrosive here. I think they played it 2 games in a row. So this time, May will be played by Corrosive. We saw 2 May games from Can't Kill, 2 Johanna games. Now we're mixing it up as May will be played by Corrosive, not Imperious. Thank you, Soothsayer. What do we have for the side of Team Cosmos? Tassadar once again for Silver Jackal, and Odd Thought changing it up a little bit, going to go for the Stukov. This is a really insane AoE damage coming out here. We could opt for the Lurking Arm depending on what the tank is going to be here. Maybe like a Varian would be really solid. Go Lurking Arm, just blow them up. throw that Tassadar damage underneath. Of course, we could see something a little bit more standard level 1. Rainer this time coming out for Paco's Tacos, and if it's not broke, don't fix it. Li Ming for US maps. There's a lot of shared heroes here for these teams, so sealing away what you want from these teams, you know, it really has its benefits. If they play it well and, you know, they want it, then why not take it away if you are in the exact same boat? Coming up on our bans here, that's fair. Anduin gonna be taken out of the pool. Delilah just too gosh darn good on that healer. Make him play something else. The Uther is still available. The more I look at these supports, I like the Stukov into the Mei. It is one of the hard counters because anytime Mei cryo freezes, she just puts a giant timer or giant target on her back that says, I am low health. I would like to get out of here, you know? She goes into stasis, does get that heal off, but then comes out and you can just be silenced. Loving Rainer as the budget Tychus, I feel that. So, Can Kill will opt for that variant as we suspected. And then Kurama is going to play the Grey Main. We're looking at a classic combo with a new spin on it from the teams here. We'll see if Ghost goes for the Sonya again. It was very powerful on a map like this where you just want to camp. Lucio Gazlo coming out. Just so much back and forth trade for the heroes. Lucio will allow the teams to run between the lanes super quickly, and then Gazlo, great at taking camps, great at clearing the wave, is just all around a great off lane. So, why not pick him up? Last but not least, what is Ghost going to take here? Maybe something that complements the team fight? Nope, going for the Diva instead. It worked well in the first game, so again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Look here. So we definitely have two different styles of play once again. It looks like, actually, I'm not necessarily so sure. I have to excuse my gold brain as we look here. The side of Cosmos definitely want to kill people. This is an absolutely standard we kill them draft. So you have the variant lockdown with the taunt. Greymane goes in, Tassadar to follow up, Stukov to silence and make it really hard for folks to get out. Banning the Anduin, another smart answer because anytime you go on with that, Anduin can just say nope every 70 seconds. So definitely a lot of fight there. The side of Phoenix Rising Emerald, they have an insane amount of zone control with the Blizzard and the Gazlo Explodium charge. Will constantly be keeping people on their feet, making sure that they don't get stunned. Maybe looking to fight around those objectives a little bit more than Cosmos, who are looking to fight just about anywhere. Those are my speculations. I'd love to hear your own as we hop into game number 3, the final game in our series tonight. Over here, for the last time, on the left-hand side, we have Odd Thought on the Stukov. Can Kill will be your variant. Silver Jackal on the Tassadar. Ghost will be playing Diva, and Kurama is going to be your Greymane. Rocking the red health bars. It's US maps once again on the Li Ming. Delilah on the Lucio. Paco's Taco will be your Rainer. Corrosive on the Mei. And S3X Panda is going to be that Gazlo. They're going to come in, look for the fights here on in this middle lane. Try and find that XP, the most important part of any map. Explodium charge going to catch Tassadar, and immediately we see the devastation of this comp into Silver Jackal as first blood is drawn within seconds here on Garden of Terror. Tass loves to stand still. You stand still on the Explodium charge, you die. That's just how it is. Stukov will rotate up to what I assume was going to be a Silver Jackal's position. Gets that soak. Diva and Variant both headed to the bottom. Great understanding of the team comps there by Phoenix Rising. They know that Variant is very weak until level 4, and as such, they can pretty much do whatever they want with him. Tassadar will be fighting Gazlo up here in the top lane. And again, I think Phoenix Rising have this figured out, have this draft figured out. Put Panda up against Tass because he has to stay put to cast his abilities. In the bottom, we have Raynor versus Ghost. D.Va is really going to struggle versus Raynor because he pings from so far away. We've also gone with the full metal, so D.Va doesn't have that extra healing from the liquid cooling nor the pro moves. Instead, going for the extra mech health, but, excuse me, pro moves is the move speed, so we do have healing from the full metal. I can't read. Camps, camps, camps. The name of the game is camps. Trauma and Ghost going to get started on this early night camp. Meanwhile, a little bit slower, but will get done nonetheless. Delilah and US Maps are looking to take their own nights. Greymane, of course, will finish faster because part of the reason that you draft Greymane is just the fact that he shreds these camps. Middle camp was also taken by both of these teams so fast that Red team has cleared it, and I honestly just realized that these have been picked up. These are how fast the teams are tearing through these camps. Middle camp will go down. Knights have to be dealt with. Tassadar is dealing with it. He's got his own knight up in the top lane. Fighting against Panda. Will be on crunch as mana is an issue. They have that electrical fence to try and deal. Down in the bottom, T-Tours is going to be Raynor going down. The first kill for the members of Cosmos Redshift. Lucio is coming in. Varian has lots of soaking that needs to be done. Ghost harassing Corrosive. Big silence coming out, as is the weighted pustule. We do have the level 4 for Varian. Going to be the taunt, as we suspected. Taunt comes out, interrupting the engage onto Karama. But Gazlo in the back! Panda, the absolute mad lad, at the last second gets that interrupt. And now the dance begins anew. Cankill will have to fight off this bottom half of the map. D.Va coming in to help. Taco's Taco walking up for free, though, getting damage onto Oddthought, who was trying to use that lurking arm. Delilah will get this camp in. And D.Va, at the last second, though, I thought for sure that was it for the teams, will drop out that bomb. Paco's Taco, very low, will go down. D.Va mech explosion finishing the job. However, the trade is 1-for-1. Ghost gets back into that mech as Tassadar is traded out. Silver Jackal once again punished for standing still. Cankill looking for Corrosive and US Maps. Not going to find them. Finally, though, after chasing all the way to the enemy base practically, Oddthought is going to pick up this first objective. And the first seed will go over to Cosmos Redshift. Down in the bottom, Ghost is just going to continue singing away. Paco's Taco has returned, able to pick up most of that dropped XP. Seed is spawning soon, so Ghost heading back to base. They want that full mech. Will not have the charge for this next fight, so we can look to see it go maybe a little bit differently. That mech explosion really dictating how these team fights will play out. As you saw in that last fight, the zone control is so crazy for the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. The Blizzard, the Explodium charge, the Li Ming orb combo. They managed to grab this camp before coming up to the top. Taunt coming out. Tassadar dealing lots of damage onto Panda. They're going to use that wall to try and finish him off. Nobody else here, though. And that's going to be Cankill having to back off as they lose most of their health. Oddthought and Karama trying to come in the aggressive way, not going to be able to do so. From behind, though, Ghost comes in. Poor Silver Jackal, just devastated by that Li Ming combo. Second seed will be picked up by Phoenix Rising. Giants in the mid, dealt with quickly and carefully by Phoenix Rising. And again, it's all about camps. Paco Saco getting started on this camp down here in the bottom. Big push coming in. Oddthought is going to try and harass the members, making them stop pushing this middle lane. But it's quite difficult for a lone Stukov all by himself.
The anticipation is building.
Third seed is up and available. Ghost is in a little bit of trouble here. May have to pop that mech explosion. They do. They also end up getting that Diva. The Diva mech exploded on that Li Ming orb. So when Pilot Diva came out, took a big chunk of that damage as well. As such, Ghost will end up going down without the Diva mech explosion, without Diva herself. This should be the seed going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald. They pick it up. They find the pick just before the objective, and as such, they come out on top. Just going to continue to do some chip damage in this bottom lane. Hyperion hasn't picked up. Level 10 online. Ice Wall will connect onto 2 members of Cosmos. Varian in the back stun onto 2 members is good. Taco's Taco looking for him, but Ghost is back. They have the micro missiles looking for some vengeance onto that Rainer. Biting into that spell damage did do well for the members of Cosmos Redshift. They're wrapping around. They're trying to find somebody. Penetrating round is out. Varian now has a free charge if they choose to use it, but instead are opting to just head back. Camp was cleared out. They no longer had their advantage, and now it's all up to this. Cosmos need to prevent Phoenix Rising from getting this seed. Otherwise, it is going to be 3 terrors going over to them. Grosif looking for Ghost. Team has to back out. There is not going to be self-destruct online for Diva. Electric Fence and Lurking Arm are good. We don't have that spreading from Stukov, so we'll be able to just continue on for as long as they can. Opting for targeted excursion instead. Willing Swipe already coming out. May taking quite a bit of damage from the Psystorm of Tassadar here. The zone around the seed is quite strong for Cosmos. We are going to see the silence onto May. Ghost will nearly lose their mech. Out comes a big Gazlo combo. Silver Jacko and Authot have to back out. Mech is down for Diva, who's looking to try and grab this seed. Can kill single-handedly, zoning off the entire team. Silver Jacko with only 100 health needs to be careful, and can kill. Can only stay for so long. May is back. Authot trying to delay for as much time as they can. But that's a lot of damage coming out onto Silver Jackal. The stun will end up going over perfectly, and that is going to be once again Silver Jackal going down. Cursed Bullet not connecting. Everything out save micro missiles and high five. Seed is picked up by Phoenix Rising. Curse is theirs. Great use of that explosive damage from the members of Phoenix Rising. Vicewell not going to connect on the Can Kill. Great sidestep there at the very end, preventing them from being further harassed. But the May zoning is almost too much. Anytime Can Kill goes in, the Blizzard comes down. There's no time for Tassadar or Greymane to come in. Middle Fort will be the first to go down here, and the teams are starting to look rough on the side of Cosmos Redshift. Next opportunity to fight is going to be down here in the bottom. Diva looking for the defense, not going to find it. Decides that they're going to play it safe, just look to try and boop best she can, get the soak that she can, but isn't going to worry about the fact that this is most likely going down. In the top, little bit of damage coming out. Well was taken, but terrors have concluded, and great defense by Cosmos Redshift. They were able to hold their own and only lose 1 fort here. However, big damage coming out from Phoenix Rising, who are just looking to take all of their camps right now. Bottom, check. Middle, check. Top, on the way. Same thing here, though, from Cosmos Redshift. They come in strong, and despite losing that fort, are still neck and neck on that XP. Tassadar doing the Lord's work. Silver Jackal just hanging out bored. Doesn't have a whole lot they can seem to be doing. They're going to look for Gazlo here now. Good interrupt from Minions to save the day. Explodium charge once again preventing the explosive charge of Varian. He's not able to come in and get the taunt. Did opt for the shield wall, so is able to stay a little bit safer. Level 13 online has decided to go for the Shattering Throw, and I am really excited about this. Every time I've seen a May into a Varian or a Johanna into a Varian, the Varian has opted for the reduced healing at level 13. And while it still is a very good ability, I'm always excited to see that Shattering Throw. Shattering Throw negates both Johanna and May's trait. May only heals while she has a shield. If you throw the Shattering Throw, you completely erase what makes her so sustainable. We're going to look for another fight here. Very far out for Can Kill. They're just going to look to grab this boombox and now fight for this next seed. If Phoenix Rising get this, not the end of the world. It doesn't mean terrors for them just yet. Only one of 3. Still would be beneficial for Cosmos, but in the end, maybe not the end of the world. May will go down. Great use of that Gazlo Heroic, though, there. D.Va going to drop the self-destruct, connecting onto nobody. Tassadar is mad as hell, tired of feeding, coming in with the Archon, will look for the team, chases him off. Doesn't have that infinite Archon yet, so the team is just going to back out and wait for it to go down. In the meantime, though, Cosmos have grabbed that second seed and are looking like they're beginning to bite back in the late game. In fact, we'll take a look at the damage here, take a look at some of the deaths, and of the 5 deaths that Cosmos Redshift have, poor Tassadar is 4 of them. You can see that Silver Jackal has a big target painted on their back just from being such a slow, immobile hero. Having to root yourself for every ability can be very devastating, especially in cases like this. Ghost is just going to try and push in. We do have the members of Cosmos getting set up on this team. Corrosive, the single B step. Thank you, Joey Wood. It's really good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. The aggressive positioning going over to the side of Phoenix Rising. You can see, again, so much zoning from the red team. Getting onto May is critical if they want to try and come in here. Can Kill. Taking quite a bit of poke damage from these turrets. Everybody coming in. The taunt comes out. The silence comes out. May drops her shield. That is going to be shattering throw, though. Kurama equally as low, but May will be the first to go down. Can Kill with the protect. Flailing swipe by Odd Thought save the day. Kurama running for his life. Barely sidesteps that penetrating round. Ghost loses their mech. Torpedo dash will not save them. It's going to be 1-for-1 trade out here. Delilah gets that high 5 onto Panda, and the seed will go over to the red team. Silver Jackal cannot weep for their fallen comrade, has work to do. We're still neck and neck for the teams here. Soka needs to be taken care of. Camp needs to be taken care of. And it's great plays by both these teams, constantly keeping these camps off cooldown, always looking for where value can be gained. May is already back. D.Va will be back in 7 seconds. This is an opportunity for Phoenix Rising to try and find a 4v5. Top 4 was taken out while all this was happening. The minions just too strong. You look at this bottom 4, that's roughly the same place that top 4 was in, maybe a little bit lower. So still quite the defense needed for the members of Cosmos. Another seed is available again. Would be awesome if the members of Cosmos can fight this, as it would mean terrorists for them and potentially a chance back into this game or even finishing it off. However, if they lose it, not the end of the world, as it will only be the 2nd seed for red team, so no point in letting folks die over it. Immediately the taunt silence combo comes out onto May. Kurama on the wrong side of the wall immediately popped out. D.Va drops the mech inside the middle of God and everybody. Tiberian also dropped big damage coming out for both sides. Corrosive has to be careful. Ice Wall will not connect onto anybody. Silver Jackal is tired of being bullied. Archon comes out, as does the Graviton. Will be May going down, and I think Cosmos have Phoenix Rising's number. They understand what they need to do. Raynor going to be the next to fall. Paco's Taco is a huge member of that defense. We'll take a look here at the 16 talents and what everybody has in their arsenal. You can see Paco's Taco on the Raynor has gone for the Exterminator at level 1. So not having them available for these terrors is going to be a pretty big deal. Middle, not going to get maybe as much value as the team was hoping for. Will go down fairly quickly. However, in the bottom, with the rest of the team pushing, that is going to be the first fort for the members of Cosmos. In the top, there's a camp, there's a D.Va. Panda is trying their hardest to fight it out, but this is looking rough for them. Denying the damage is going to be that Siege Giant finally dealt with. Panda will take some fort damage, though. Ghost will take some fort damage as they jump onto Panda. There's that seed in the back there. And meanwhile, in the bottom, Ice Wall comes down, will connect onto Can Kill. They're going to look for the damage onto Varian. Flailing Swipe, though, going to put a stop to that. Stun and damage onto Can Kill. Will it be enough? Taunt comes out. There's the damage onto Corrosive. Unstoppable from Lucio will prevent them from going down. But as soon as they say, you want to fight tanks? We'll show you how a team fights tanks. Silver Jackal, though, gonna be a reset for Li Ming. So immobile, always needing to stand down. It's really, really gonna be a pain in their butt. They try to get that damage in, but that requires you to stop retreating, which can be so very hard. D.Va is not with the team, thus making this a 3v5. So these Knights will go for free over to Phoenix Rising, who are looking to continue pushing aggressively on the map. Despite the terrorists going down, only one fort was taken out. We're going to see this bottom fort finally come to an end as Hyperion is dropped on it with the Knights. The front wall was taken to the keep, so a little bit of value there. Level 20 was actually hit first for the members of Cosmos Redshift. 3 members have not picked their level 20. You can see D.Va, Snap Pick, a Blade of Armor, Gilnean Roulette for Greymane, really looking to blow up that Mei. Force Barrier once again coming out from Silver Jackal here, hoping that maybe with the 10-second cooldown reduction, they'll be able to live a little bit longer in these fights. We take a look for Silver Jackal. It's all D.Va and Silver Jackal who are the deaths this time around. So it's been a very difficult game for our friends here on the D.Va and Tassadar. Seed is available in 12 seconds. Again, if this isn't taken, not going to be the end of the world for Cosmos, who are playing on the back foot. Phoenix Rising would really like to get this seed. That puts them one step closer to this objective. And it looks like they're just going to be handed it on a silver platter. The members of Cosmos are a little bit too slow to rotate. They're not going to be able... Oh, they get the interrupt thanks to the Force Barrier. Gazla, with their level 20, though, able to continuously spawn out those exploding charges. Silver Jackal will be harassed on the backside. D.Va Explosion will come out, going to take a bunch of damage out of Paco Taco's health. Ghost feeling next to nothing with that ablative armor from the Li Ming. Even get the Seeker value coming off. Paco gets their trip interrupted. Gazla going to go down. D.Va's mech going to be the next to go down. Make it D.Va as she dies here as well. Corrosive all by themselves in the back is able to squeak out. Does Can Kill have the taunt? They do not. Protected needs to come out to prevent them from getting hit by that fort. But with Gazlo down and Can Kill stalling, this is going to be the seed going over to the side of Cosmos. Delilah does not want to play with Can Kill. We have the glory to the Alliance at level 20. The healing coming out from Odd Thought is insane right now. Up in the top, lots of value still gained from Phoenix Rising. They grab these early Knights, which have continuously pushed along and have all but shattered the front wall of this top keep. As you can see, the members of Phoenix Rising just finding everything they can. They grab the camps. They're in position looking for this objective. Both teams even. Can Kill rotating around, trying to find a pick onto somebody. Boombox, basically a free vision ward, taken care of. Big waves pushing in the top and bottom wave. In the middle, it is in favor of Cosmos. You can see Panda will look to take care of that first and foremost. Banner of Dalaran has been placed. Fourth wall comes out. Great interrupt onto Can Kill's charge. Ice Wall will find Odd Thought. Can Kill very low in the back. Has to use the heroic ability. Miniature black hole coming out from Gazlo there. Can Kill very, very low. Gonna be the first to go down. Odd Thought next on the chopping block. Ghost very, very low. Not able to get off the self-destruct. Krama and Tassadar in the back looking to try and stall this as much as they can despite losing their tank and their front line, their whole front line, their support. Yet they comes. Isn't the siege for the members of Phoenix Rising? It's okay to let it go, but it could be the beginning of the end. Lucio did go down in that fight as well, so neither team dealing with a support. Camps once again being picked up here by Phoenix Rising, just continuously trying to drive a wedge in that wall for Cosmos. Lots of damage coming out here in the middle and the bottom lanes. Top lane will be picked up by the members of Cosmos. I think middle is the most important for Phoenix Rising right now. This is the only one that Cosmos Redshift have pushing in favor of them. Now that there's a camp coming in, D.Va still 8 seconds away. Cosmos have a difficult choice to make. Greymane is going to opt to clear out this here in the middle lane. Tassadar clearing in the bottom. This is going to be a defensive seed for them, so if they can clear quickly, then maybe they can look to fight for this seed. This is Curse Point. Tassadar is not here. This is a 4v5. Team has to be careful. Looking to find can kill here. Ice Wall will come out. Trying to find Varian. Flailing Swipe coming out. Stun will not connect from those Explodium charges. However, can kill is very low. Gonna get stunned. Silence, though, coming out for Mei. Corrosive drops the Ice Block. It's not going to be enough. That Flash Freeze will come out as well. Gazlo with their heroic ability, once again, looking for folks, but it's not going to matter. Lucio and Rainer are going to go down. Eric with a K, thank you very much for the follow. I hate people, but I love gatherings. Going to see Varian go down here as well to Li Ming. Try to get the chase and ended up getting blasted. This will not be the seed going over to Phoenix Rising Emerald just yet. Oh my gosh, is that the Shinkari number 4 Demonology Warlock on Emerald Dream? Thanks for stopping by. Eric, I think I said follow, but thank you for the rating party of 13. Welcome to the viewers of Eric. This is game number 3 in our best of 3, and it is a nail biter, friends. We see 3 members of Phoenix Rising still very long time until they will come up. I was going to say very low, but they're dead. So, you know, I guess that's as low as you can be. 15 seconds still. Make it 6 now at this point before we'll see anybody else rising from Phoenix Rising Emerald. Top 4 was taken out. Middle 4 still coming in strong, and this next seed should decide the game.
Another seed to gather, heroes.
Waves pushing in for both teams. They're both on a timer currently. The members of Phoenix Rising will get set up earlier. Ice Wall comes out. They try to find Tass. Don't get him in the Ice Wall, but it doesn't matter. Most of the poke has now just been eviscerated here, and this is in an incredibly difficult spot for the members of Cosmos. Varian just eating a face full of damage, gets pushed back into the Explodium charge. Taunt comes out. Graviton is good. Coming out. We're going to see Corrosive trying to find their way out, but Odd Thought going to go down. Ghost is trying to stall out. They are going to drop it some time with the explosive round from that D.Va self-destruct. Taunt in the middle of the blizzard. The stuns are just too much for the members of Cosmos. It's only D.Va and Greymane alive. Just going to be D.Va now. This Ghost has to hearth back. They don't have their mech. It's going to be quite some time before it gets back. And with only D.Va available, 3 sappers pushing, 3 keeps. Middle sapper and middle terror and top terror are going to be a huge problem. Bottom, not going to be the end, but that is going to be the keep going down in the middle. Tassadar will be stuck in that ice wall. Has to get out, but it's going to be immediately stunned. The core shield is falling quick. Just D.Va. GGs are being called. D.Va and Silver Jackal are not going to be able to save this from 2 terrors. That is going to be game number 3 and the series going over to the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. A hard-fought game. Well-deserved. GG. Alrighty, we'll take a look at this end screen here. Another very close game, 11-16. Big damage all around, but I think what it really comes down to is just the constant harass and damage onto poor Silver Jackal here. They had most of the team's damage with 78k, but constantly being focused whenever they tried to use an ability was just too much for Silver Jackal to handle. Well played by the teams. We're going to take a look at the talents for just a quick second here, and then I think we'll head on in to an interview with the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. Very well played. Both teams did an absolutely fantastic job. It was back and forth. Every single game, I didn't know who was going to win. They played out of their minds. Phoenix Rising, though, well deserved. Was a very, very strong end to the series. And I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well in the chat. So let's go ahead and get this updated. For anybody who's just now joining us, sorry that you joined us at the very end, but we're still so excited to have you. In fact, why don't we shout out Eric with not a C. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Let me shout them out and then we'll go chat to our friends. There we go. Alrighty. Let's head in for our chat with the members of Phoenix Rising Emerald. You must be the last one streaming. We're the ones getting all the raid. Hop into lobby 1 and then let the teams know that's where they can find us. One second. All right, we'll see if we can't get them for an interview. Okay, awesome, they said. So we'll have our members of Phoenix Rising here with us in just a second, guys. Don't go away. I want to talk to our winners. Delilah will come there. Perfect. Alrighty, and there they are, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined by Delilah, the support player for Phoenix Rising Emerald. How are you feeling after that game? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm honestly like really hot. That was so intense. Our comms were heated. We are all heated right now. It was a big turnaround for us, especially after our game last night. So it feels really good.
You guys played awesomely that last game. I mean, every single time, even the chat was like, who's going to win this? We have no idea. So, you know, first and foremost, congratulations to you guys. I'll bring it back over here. So let's talk about game number 1. They take you to Tomb of the Spider Queen, and you pull it out close, but in the end, you fall just a little bit short. So how did you guys kind of pick yourself up off after that first loss?
Yeah, it was kind of a big shot to us. We were coming off a couple rough matches, so that kind of really, any momentum that we had, it completely destroyed it. So we just had to like kind of regroup, kind of refocus. They chose the map and it kind of put us on our heels, but we were able to turn that around. I think with that BOE on the second match, we got our picks. So.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what I wanted to talk about. So game number 2, you guys take the map. Now, was this just because you guys feel more confident on BOE? Are you preferential to map pick? So tell me about the map.
Yeah, I think BOE is kind of it's a solid map for us, but we kind of look at it as a neutral map because it fits a lot of our comps. We can do a lot of different stuff with it. We can run some different stuff, maybe in the 4-man. We can try something in the off lane. We can really control those high-powered camps with what we play. But it was kind of a sleeper map for us, honestly. We really didn't play it much. A couple in our org, another Phoenix Rising team took it to us, or took us there a couple times, and we were like, okay, we like this map.
Yeah, definitely. So, not only did you take us to the map, but you pulled out a spicy comp. You have a Muradin in the off lane. Is that something that you do often? Is it specifically for that map? Do you guys run double tank often?
We like to mix it up sometimes, but it's really more about that comp synergy that we're looking
Mhm.
for, and it has a lot to do with the offlane matchup
Right.
when it boils down to. So we
Mhm.
try to weave both of those and respect those because we can do a lot in the 4 man if we have a solid offlane pressure, and I think he was
Yeah.
able to contain that Sonya. And
Yeah.
I mean, you see Sonya's run wild, right? And
Mhm.
she's hard to counter with
Right.
your kind of traditional solo lane picks. So
Mhm.
we try to think out of the box sometimes.
Yeah. So is that maybe a little tidbit of advice to folks? You can shut a Sonya down with the Muradin off lane.
And just stun her. If you stun her,
Just
she
stun
just
her
sits
forehead.
there. Like otherwise, she runs wild on you.
Right. Now they banned the Uther away from you. Game number 2. Was that surprising to you? Like respect ban.
It hurt me. They did their homework. I respect them
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really just right click me and press statistics, so it's nothing that I can hide. I do love the Uther,
Mhm.
but you take that away and it puts me on something else and it leaves something else open for us. So we're okay with that. I've got
Right.
other things in the pocket, but I, I didn't expect it honestly to see a Uther come out first ban support. You're like,
Mhm.
okay, y'all mean business.
Mhm. Alrighty. So you guys end up getting the win on Battlefield of Eternity. It's really back and forth, but you pull it out there at the end. They take you to Garden game number 3. How are you guys feeling? Because first of all, it's game number 3. It's do or die for both of your teams, and they go to Garden, which a lot of people don't really seem to enjoy going to.
Honestly, yeah, that felt bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. That's exactly how that felt.
Mhm.
And I mean, I think it's a newer map in the rotation. It's not something we like to play, just like you said.
Right.
So I was scared. Frankly, I was scared. I'm like, they've got like an Asmo push Madan down the
Right.
lane. They're gonna do some Vikings Abath or something.
Mhm.
I'm like, nobody picks this unless you've got something in your pocket. But
Right.
we treated it like Cursed Hollow, which we play Cursed
Mhm.
Hollow. We know
Mhm.
bigger maps, and so we're like, it's a bigger map with an objective that we need to take the camps and
Yeah.
set up for on time, and that's what we did.
Mhm.
We moved as a team.
For sure, for sure. So, you guys focused down Silver Jackal a lot. Was it just, it just happened to be that they were there, or were you looking to more take advantage of the fact that Tassadar doesn't really move, and you have a lot of ground control?
To be quite honest with you, Tassadar self roots. That
Yeah.
phrase was said during our
Mhm.
draft. So you saw what Ming was able to do
Yeah.
whenever people stand still
Yeah.
or kind of predictably move.
Mhm.
So yeah, he anytime he wants to do damage, anytime we see that wall come out, it's a scary time, but it's also a
Mhm.
time for us to just pull the trigger. Let's roll.
Right. It's funny that you mentioned that because I mentioned that several times in the cast as well. I was like, anytime Tassadar wants to do damage, he has to root himself. So, and you guys were able to capitalize on that beautifully. That being said, they had a Varian and a Stukov. So, my question as a tank main was how tilted was Corrosive? Because after 13, I mean, as a tank, I would be pulling my hair out. Like, stop focusing me. Were they able to work with it?
He worked with it pretty hard, but honestly, he was silently Xbox 360 walk away tilted, like 100%. And
Oh no.
I felt that I should have. There was some. I think I went high five initially going
Mhm.
in, thinking I could get the taunt off. But once that
Mhm.
stuck off silence came down,
Mhm.
and I got separated with that task wall, he
Right.
was just kind of left out there for the wind. But he got
Yeah.
some really good traits off. Saved
Mhm.
himself, allowed us to turn around some kills.
Yeah.
And a lot of times he pulled out with like 2 HP. So he's a champion. So he takes blows. He just takes blows like a heavyweight, like he is.
Oh, well, you guys did an absolutely amazing job. You came through, you won it in the end there. Fantastic team fight. So, all around, great job. Congratulations. And now, my dear, the floor is open to you for any shout outs, any call outs you would like for this evening.
For the Lich King.
Shout out to the whole Phoenix Rising org. They continue to support us, even though we just have some ups, have some downs. We get supported by our sister teams. Shout out to Citrine and Diamond. We scrim them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
PRX, PR1, Covey always, and just crazy shots maps. Like, come on,
Yeah.
Christian, with the Paco with the solo lane. I mean, Panda came back
Yeah.
hot on that offlane mode, and like you said, just the whole team came out corrosive.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, Jinx.
Oh, thank
Your stream
you.
was great. My girlfriend watched and was like, "This stream looks really professional." So shout out
Aw.
to you. So
Thank you very
thanks for
much.
picking us up.
Yeah, it was an absolute pleasure. You guys were so fun to watch. We'd love to get you back on here again. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to chat with me. You go celebrate with your team, alrighty?
Thanks. We'll see you later.
See you later. Bye bye. Alrighty, my loves, that is gonna do it for me this evening. We're gonna try and pick up some games later on this week, depending on how the schedule goes. Everybody's busy Friday, so no games then, but we should return to our Pokemon Nuzlocke on Friday if you guys want to watch that. We just had a follow. I didn't want to be rude. Asura Polo, thank you very much for the follow. I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Guys, if you like the stream, please, this is my full-time job now. Drop a follow. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you really liked it, consider, donating a sub or some biddies or exclamation Frostmourne to get to my PayPal. And if you can't, I 100% understand. COVID is rough right now. It means the world to me that you're just here hanging out, and I would love it if you would come back and see me. We have so much fun. We do an insane amount of casting. We love Nexus Gaming series. We're always here casting games every single week. Like I said, we play some Pokemon. We play Heroes of the Storm. Every Saturday is Salty Saturday. So if you want to watch me get drunk and tilt, then this is the place to be. We play some Eternal Return, Black Survival, Slay the Spire. So anything for anybody who wants to come hang out. And if you just want to come and be like, yo, your hair's crazy, but like, I dig it, then by all means do it. Check out my Discord if you want to be part of the cat crew, because we have a lot of fun there. So thank you everybody for hanging out. I love you all. I really appreciate all the familiar faces who stopped by. Big shout outs to Eric with the K, Jazaleen, the Crushinator. It means the world to me that you chose my stream for your communities tonight. Have a great job. Congratulations to both Beef Boys for our series number 1 and then Phoenix Rising Emerald for series number 2. You guys, you've been an absolute delight. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you later. Bye-bye, friends.